Hello everybody, good morning and welcome to Mark Goldbridge, That's Football. No way has I woken up this morning to Gary Neville's tweet about England's prospects in this Euros. I'm absolutely stunned. I can't believe it, Gary. I can't believe it, Gary. Gary Barlow says, it's absolutely ridiculous, Gary. What you've said this morning, absolutely incredibly silly. But let's get on with it. So look, football's all about opinion. He's basically picked his team for the game against Germany that involves a back five and two CDMs. Football is all about opinion. Look, people get it wrong, people get it right. Some people will agree with Gary Neville. For me, I think this is the danger as to why we want Southgate gone, as to why English football is stuck in reverse. We're also going to be looking at the the Euros knockout tree now, because actually, if England did get past Germany, there is a very mappable route to the final because all the other good teams are on the other side of the draw. But we'll go through that in a minute. Let's talk about what Gary Neville has said. So basically what he said is that he's put a team out on Twitter this morning, which is a goal. He didn't put the goalkeeper, but I presume he meant Pickford. He's gone with a back five of Reece James, Kyle Walker, Stones, Maguire and Luke Shaw, a back five. Then he's played Rice and Phillips, two holding midfielders. So that's a back seven. And then he's played a front three of Sterling, Kane and Saka, which means no Mount, no Foden, no Grealish. I mean, no Bellingham. It just absolutely frustrates the life out of me. Now, he said the reason for this is wing-backs to match up and engage Germany, Saka and Sterling to play higher up, Rice and Phillips onto Kroos and Gundogan. I mean, we're England. We're not bloody Stoke or Scotland. It's at Wembley, Gary. It's at Wembley. It's England. We've got three fantastic attacking midfielders in Foden, Grealish, Mount, and you're dropping them all to play a back seven. A back seven. Why? Why would we do that? Why is one of the country's most high-profile pundits giving Southgate ideas like that? He'll do it now, and then he'll say, well, Gary Neville said it was a good idea. You know he's going to do it now. You know, I've just been getting my old England 96 top out. I'm just dusting down Badil and Skinner. I'm ready for a weekend of It's Coming Home. And I'm terrified, Gary. I'm absolutely terrified that he's going to pick a back five and two holding midfielders. Because he's going to do it. And you know what? If he picks a team like that, I'm confused. I'm confused, Gary. Because part of me is thinking I want us to lose. Because I don't want to grind out a win with a back five and two holding midfielders. I'm fed up of this crap. I don't want England to go through playing like that. I want us to go through using Grealish and using Mount and using Foden. I want us to play a back four. I want us to drop Kelvin Phillips. I don't want a back five and two holding midfielders. I don't want to go through like that because it's just another 3 years of Southgate and his crap defensive football. But it's amazing because the media, and obviously Gary's in the media, they're so behind Southgate that he can do no wrong. I don't know whether he's bought them all a load of Bitcoin. I've got no idea. But it's just crazy. I cannot understand how people think England, Chelsea won the Champions League. Man City are in the final. The Premier League's the best league in the world. I know we've got a lot of foreign players involved in that, but we've also got a good lot of English players. Chilwell, Reece James, Mason Mount, Phil Foden, Stones. You know, Maguire, Shaw played in the Europa League final. Came second in the Premier League. We've got, Declan Rice, Bellingham, up-and-coming good young players. Grealish, one of the best attacking midfielders in Europe, but he's playing for Villa. And you want to bench a lot of those players to be a back five and two holding midfield. I think it's shocking. But you know what? I also have to look at it from the other side and go, well, look, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the people who agree with me are wrong. Maybe this is what England should do. Put up a big white flag and play park the bus at Wembley. I mean, I really hope we're not going to do this. In fact, part of me hopes it's a joke by Gary Neville. But, the reality is that no, I just don't. It terrifies me that we might play a back five, especially when we move on to the most important thing I want to talk about this morning. Have you seen the tournament tree for the knockout stage? Because basically, it's very, very interesting. In the top half of the draw, you've got Belgium, Portugal, Italy, Austria, France, Switzerland, Croatia and Spain. So basically, to get to the final, Spain, France, Belgium, Portugal, Italy, only one of those will be in the final because they're in the top half of the draw. So Croatia, Spain will play France or Switzerland in the quarterfinals, and Italy, Austria will play Belgium or Portugal in the quarterfinals, which means probably Belgium, Portugal quarterfinal, Spain, France quarterfinal. Winners play each other in the semi-final. So they're going to knock each other all out. They're gonna, if France go through, that's Belgium, Italy, Spain, Portugal, all gone. And in the bottom half of the draw, which is where England and Germany reside, Sweden, Ukraine will play England or Germany in the quarterfinals. So look, if England get through, you've got Sweden or Ukraine, Netherlands, Czech Republic, Wales, Denmark. You'd say that's probably going to be Netherlands against Wales or Denmark. So you're looking potentially at a semi-final of maybe Germany, Netherlands, or hopefully an England, Netherlands, and then you're into the final. So the map is there, and the interesting thing for England is all these games are at Wembley. Germany is at Wembley, the semi-final is at Wembley, and the final is at Wembley. But the quarter-final, which is in Rome, was always going to be in Rome if we went this route. The quarter-final was against Sweden or Ukraine. You're not playing Spain. I thought it was going to be Spain. Not playing Italy. In Rome, it's Sweden, Ukraine. Why would you go with a back five and 2 holding midfielders against Germany when you look at that side of the draw and it says attack? It says to me attack. If you attack that German side, you can score goals. If you attack Sweden or Ukraine, you can score goals. If you attack that Netherlands or Welsh or Denmark team, you can score goals. We've got to go for this. And how do I think it's going to map out now? I think Belgium-Portugal is a really interesting game. I can't call that one. Italy will win. Italy, I think, will beat Belgium or Portugal. So I think Italy will be in the semi-final. I think France will go through to the semi-final. So I think it'll be an Italy-France semi-final. Which is what I actually predicted on my pre-Euros predictor, although I did put Turkey in the semi-final. I can't call England-Germany because I think if he goes defensive, we're out. I think if he goes on the attack, we can win. But I do think it will be England or Germany in the semi-final against the Netherlands. So I still think you're looking at a France versus England or Germany final, to be honest with you. But it's there to be won. It's there to be won. And it goes back to what I said at the start. Why would you play a back five and a holding 2 just because you're playing Germany? We didn't do that against Croatia. Why would we do it against Germany? And I really... I don't know what people think, but I'll be furious on Tuesday night if he goes with a back five and 2 holding midfielders. I don't support England for that. I support England because I was born here, basically. And over the years, they've given me a lot of excitement. But I don't have to follow England through thick and thin if you've got a Pratt in charge who plays a back five and 2 holding midfielders. I'll want us to win, but there'll be a massive part of me that's massively disappointed by the lack of ambition. I never want to see an England side that's got Grealish, Mount and Foden on the bench. That to me is disgusting. It makes me want to vomit. So to go into a game with a back five and 2 holding midfielders, is that... Well, Gary Neville was a defender. Maybe that's where he's coming from. But you know what? Southgate was a defender as well. We've got to go on the front foot. It's at Wembley. There's going to be nearly 50,000 fans there. The atmosphere will be better. It's coming home. We'll be ringing out. We need to go on the front foot. We need to play with a back four. And we need to, I would drop Phillips. I would drop Phillips for Henderson or Bellingham anyway. But I'd go with a back four. You've got to start Grealish. You've got to try and get Mount in as well. Go on the front foot, Gareth. Do it. Don't listen to Gary. Anyway, smash a like on the video. Make sure you get your comments in below. How would you approach this game? And also, what do you think about that tournament tree? There is a route to the final for England. I know that sounds stupid because we'll probably get knocked out by Tuesday. But if you beat Germany, you've played your hardest game before the final. Because Ukraine or Sweden is not as hard as Germany. And I don't think, Netherlands maybe in the semi-final. Is it as hard as Germany? It's a semi-final by then. And then you could be in a final at Wembley. The opportunity is there. If he goes on the front foot, if he goes defensive, take him out. As soon as we lose to Germany, take him back to the FA headquarters and sack him live on a live stream is what I say. He's got to go on the front foot. He's got the expectations of the nation. We don't expect a back five and 2 holding midfielders. Thanks everyone for watching. Smash a like. Make sure you subscribe. I'll speak to you soon.